Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Azeroth, and welcome back to Elandril, the Night Elf Druid, on Mirage Raceway EU. Hope you are doing very well. I am doing good, thank you. I'm a little bit better, but I'm still under the weather, but not as, I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday. I think I'm a little bit more topped up on my medicine than I was. God, that is very loud. Than I was yesterday, so I'm feeling a bit more up for it. Did an episode of the Professor and felt pretty good about it, so yeah, we've got a new audio setup. I completely reset my audio settings. I was just not happy with it, and so I found like a really cool guy on YouTube who set up like specifically how to set up the microphone that I have, and I'm much more comfortable with it now, which is good. Sadly, my voice is still a little bit croaky, so at some point we'll get good microphone and good voice combined together. We are heading to Westfall, and we're going to do Hogger on the way, I think, over here. And yeah, we'll start doing all of these quests before... I mean, we'll end up back in Darkshore at some point, I'm sure, but for now, it's just nice to be in what I would call proper low-level WoW. You know, Darkshore's a bit of like the... You know, the forgotten cousin of starting areas or secondary starting areas.
Greetings.
We need this one.
Looks to me
You've seen quite a bit of combat in your time, Druid. If you haven't already, you should report to Grian Stoutmantle. He heads up the People's Militia aimed at protecting the farmlands of Westfall. I bet he could use your help. You can usually find him in the stone tower on Sentinel Hill, just off the road in the middle of Westfall.
For the Alliance.
We shall be doing that. So one of the main issues that I had with my audio was that my Windows audio wasn't fully maxed. So when I was listening back to, like, you know, during the edit, what I actually heard wasn't like a true like representation. So all my settings were like set up for like, I don't know, I think my audio was at like 40%. So that's why I think everything sounded really weird and sort of a bit blurry. And yeah, from the last episode that I just put up, or today, I'm much more happier with how things sound. So in the last episode of The Professor, we talked about favourite books. That was a question from Big E, Misty Mountain Gaming. He wanted to ask a question at the Q&A that we did, but he was busy, so he messaged later, and we talked about favourite books in the last episode, like I said. And he also asked questions, I think it was about favourite albums and films as well. So why don't we focus on albums or music taste or bands today? Have a little thing to talk about. But first we want this. Wanted Hogger. A huge Gnoll Hogger is prowling the woods in southwestern Elwyn. He has overpowered all attempts at his capture. The Stormwind army has placed a generous bounty on the Gnoll. To earn the reward, bounty hunters should bring proof of Hogger's demise to Marshal Duggan in Goldshire. Both of those are pretty good. So we're going to go do that. So I would describe my music taste as quite eclectic in that I can listen to various genres and from various decades, and I can find music that I like and songs that I like from most genres, but I wouldn't, I think it's silly when people say they listen to everything, because there's definitely stuff that I don't listen to. Oh God. I was not expecting this. Let me just get somewhere a bit safer. God, where did all these come from? There we go. So, my dad is a guitarist, and he taught me to play guitar. And so a lot of the music that I grew up with, listening to the music he listened to, was very guitar-based, and obviously from his time. Oh, there's Hogger. Get this guy sorted. Oh, fuck. Okay. Has he reset? Oh. Oh dear. How are we going to do this? This should be doable. We're way higher. Yeah, maybe we wait for... We'll do the music chat after we've killed the elite. Well, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to beat him. Maybe we just have to keep him rooted. And then maybe go into bear and just see what we can take. Yeah, this is the play. There we go. He's dead. We will run back to Goldshire, I think, to actually get the weapon upgrade. $70. Oh, I don't... That seems to be suggesting that's better. We've only just got this. I actually don't think they're better, personally, but we'll go complete it anyway. And while we're running back, we can, get back to the music chat. So, yeah, I was obviously influenced by my dad's music taste, like I imagine a lot of people are at a young age, or their mother's music taste. So, yeah, so my dad listened to a lot of Beatles, Fleetwood Mac, but he also listened to a bit of heavy music as well, like Black Sabbath. He had, quite an eclectic music taste himself, and obviously it was the time of like the vinyl. So my mum and my dad collected vinyls, so they got like all the big hits of those times. So like Elton John and all of that stuff that was coming out through the years. And like they went to see like Status Quo, which are like a British rock and roll bands from like, I think they started late 60s through the 70s. And so yeah, my music taste was formed very early to be kind of like bands focused and instrument focused and stuff like that. So that's what I would listen to, while in the car with them. So I was born in 1990, so I grew up through the 90s, and by the time I sort of
King's honor, friend. Be
started
careful.
to develop my own music taste.
For the Alliance.
Ha, well done. I was starting to think no one would take down that monster. Here you are, Elandril, and thanks. That null was giving me a headache. Right, we don't want either of these, really. So I'm just going to look at the price, 6 silver. Yeah. Yeah, my music taste kind of naturally, I was looking for bands and stuff like that. So, obviously it was the 90s, so as I became, like, more musically aware, the big music then, at least that was band music, was like Foo Fighters were in the start of their, you know, sort of starting. There was still a lot of like obviously Nirvana had since, you know, ended, but like Nirvana was still sort of quite in the zeitgeist of music. Then like new metal came out, so there was stuff like Korn and Limp Bizkit, and I really got into Guns N' Roses actually. That was probably one of my first sort of heavier, you know, in quotation marks, bands that I listened to. And then, yeah, I was influenced by all of that stuff, so I listened to a lot of rock that was coming out then, and punk, Good Charlotte, Slipknot, you know, all stuff like that, but I still had a very sort of appreciation for, like, older music as well. And that developed more as I got older, and I sort of left behind that kind of stuff. I did have, like, a goth emo phase when I was 16. You know, all of that was stuff, My Chemical Romance and Him and stuff like that. You know, it was just of the time, and, you know, at that time the music was very important to me. And then sort of after that I started to explore, you know, music from a, you know, not just like angsty music that spoke to me, but like music that was like actually like sonically interesting and stuff like that. So sort of went back to the Beatles and like listened to their whole discography. Started listening to The Doors, Led Zeppelin. Oh gosh, yeah, all, you know, all sorts really. And then as I got to when it was uni, like bands and that kind of music had kind of really phased out. Really, there was still like bands like Arctic Monkeys and stuff, and like obviously Oasis had split up. They were like one of the last sort of Britpop bands that were there, you know, like Blair as well, listen to them. And then, yeah, I kind of stopped being so concerned about labels and stuff and just started to listen to everything. I like a bit of old school hip-hop. Not, you know, it's not my main thing, but there are a few songs that from that I listen to, but my main thing is what I would call, yeah, band music, guitar music, I suppose would be the best way to describe it. Right, we are here in Westfall. But if I was to say some of my favourite albums that I sort of grew up with, it'd be the first Franz Ferdinand album. That was very important to me. The Suburbs. Oh, this guy needs help with Hogger. Sure, dude. Let's go do Hogger. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, The Suburbs by Arcade Fire. Reflector by Arcade Fire as well. That was a very important album to me. Obviously, yeah. 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance was like the album of my youth, I guess you would say. But then, you know, where would it be without like all the Beatles stuff? So like, oh, hold on, my computer went weird. Okay, we're back. Sorry, that was strange. You know, so like Sergeant Pepper's and Revolver. Revolver's probably one of my favorite Beatles albums, Rubber Soul. But I will be honest, I'm not a big album person. I don't really sit down and listen to full albums. Oh, is that Hogger? It is. Right, let's get that. Well, hey, we helped a guy.
Hail to the night.
No worries, pal. Good luck out there. Always nice to help people, isn't it? So then nowadays, there's not a lot of newer bands that I listen to, but there's probably the two biggest ones are Idols, IDLES. Started following them, God, it must have been about 6 or 7 years ago now. I saw them originally like in front of a couple of hundred people in a small place in Manchester, and now they're like selling out, you know, huge tours, and they've done Glastonbury and stuff like that. They're a bit different. They're like a bit of a, I don't know, like they don't like being called punk. They're like, but a lot of people label them like that. They're like, I don't know, post-punk. You know, got a bit of a political feeling to them, but a lot of like, I don't know, positive messages about love and mental health and, you know, being who you are and stuff like that. And then the other big bands that I really love is Ghost. I think in certain areas they were called Ghost BC. They're like a theatrical, I don't know how to describe them. They have themes of you know, of like black metal, but they're not at all that way. You know, they have like the makeup and stuff like that, and they sing about, you know, occult themes, but in quite a cool, playful way. Like you can even hear like ABBA influences and stuff like that. I really like them. Seen them live. I'm seeing Idols again live in a few months' time. I'm seeing The Darkness next year, another band that were big when I was like 14. So yeah, I really listen to all kinds on like reflection. I wouldn't put myself in a certain, you know, this is what I listen to. You know, when I was younger, I would have said, yeah, I'm a metalhead or whatever, mostly, but that's definitely changed since then. The Forgotten Heirloom, it was horrible. Verna woke me up and said she had a ruckus in the fields. The fields were full of hooligans. We left in a rush and I forgot to pack my pocket watch. Verna's pa gave me that watch on our wedding day and I feel just sick knowing that those thieves have it. If you bring it back to me, I'd be grateful.
See you around.
Okay.
How are you?
Westfall
Safe
Stew.
travels.
Ugh. Hate this quest, but we'll have to do it. I never thought the day would come when I'd leave the farm, but the fields are overrun with thieves and it's too dangerous for us now. As soon as Farmer Fairlow gets the wagon fixed, we'll be on our way. Maybe you could do me a favour, let me scroll down my recipe for Westfall Stew. Please take it to Salma Saldian over the farm over yonder. The Saldian's farm is just beyond the fork in the road.
See you later.
And then poor old Blanchy. Such a tired beast after the work we put through. I fed her before we left the farm, but we weren't expecting the wagon to break on us. If you could bring a few handfuls of oats from the fields, I'd be grateful.
Have a good one.
Okay, so we're looking for oats and a pocket watch. Well, I know where the pocket watch is, so we will head over here. And we're looking for bags of corn as well. And then, yeah, we need to head to Saldian's farm and into Sentinel Hill. Right, let's clear this bit out. Come on, no, 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 no. No, I'm not killing you yet because I need you for a quest later. Do not reset. Thank you. Anyway, hope you guys are all okay. I'm doing good. Sorry we had a bit of a ramble there about music, but a nice little topic to talk about, and maybe in the next episode we'll talk like movies or something like that. Right. You're going down first, hopefully. Into bear form. Demo raw. Probably gonna have to health pot at some point here. Oh, we might be okay actually. Oh, and a lovely level up. Okay, into here. Grab this. Can't see any oats at the moment. Do you know what? I'm so bad at spotting these things. When I play with my wife, especially around this area, she just knows just to say, it's over there, it's over there. She can spot them really well, and for some reason I'm blind to them. Okay.
Good day to you. Have a good one.
My watch, thank you so much, kind lady. You're welcome.
Safe travels.
And into Westfall we head. Tried to record a Morrowind episode today, but before, like earlier in the day, my voice wasn't great. And I was just, yeah, I really just was not feeling well. And my brain just wasn't computing. And then I realized that the game hadn't saved the last time I finished the game, like I thought I had. There's some oats. So I was doing it again. I was like, oh, this is weird. I'm sure I've already done this. And then I just completely mind blanked on something. So I've ended up scrapping that, and I'm going to redo it. But that will be out at the weekend. It's just... yeah, I just could not get to it. My brain was just not working.
Light be with you.
Okay, the killing fields. Look at what happened to this place. These lands were once occupied by good farm folk, but the damn thieves have driven them all off. Not me, though, but it seems some harvest watchers have taken over the fields. If you're up for the work, I'd like to go out and kill 20 of them. Come back when you're done for your pay. If you finish up with the ones in my field, clear them from the neighbouring fields as well. Okay.
For the Alliance.
Need help?
Westfall
Have a good
stew.
one. See you around. Safe travels.
Here we go. The onions are peeled, the garlic is minced, the rosemary is crushed, the crust has been baked, the dillweed is chopped, the gravy is simmering. Now I just need my famous 8 gore tusk livers. I hate this quest.
Careful.
And this
Farewell.
one. Help me make some Westfall stew. Vulture meat, snout, eyes, okra.
Have a good...
I guess so. I guess we'll do it. But for now, let's head to Sentinel Hill, where we will leave the episode for today. Like I said, I'm just going to do I'm doing just half an hour blocks at the moment just to give my voice a chance to not like completely tear apart. I don't want to end up sounding like Tom Waits or something. I've actually got a good story around music that I will tell next episode. It's regarding a band that I was in at 16. And it was very, very embarrassing, so look forward to that. Right, let's hand this in.
Well met. Be careful.
My friend sent you here, how kind. Well, the Stormwind Monarchy has abandoned our cause. Now it is up to the People's Militia to keep the land free from corruption.
Go with honor.
We will pick those up later. For now, I'm going to get the flight points and go to the inn. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. We did a little bit. We did Hogger, then we did Hogger again. We helped some guy out, and we've done the first little few quests in Westfall. Next episode, we will do more of these. As you can see, we've got lots and lots to do, and we haven't even picked up all the quests yet. So yeah, we'll get cracking on Westfall with our sights firmly locked on eventually doing the Dead Mines. I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for subscribing and liking and all of that. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye for now.